Hey, this is Crawford. Welcome back to another great video where we help you keep more of your income, insure you, protect you, and help you multiply your wealth using the velocity banking concept. I want to just make a difference. A lot of folks don't go into the interest for as loans and line of credit and stuff like that. So I want to go in this and make this a pretty short video if I can. But let's jump right into it. It's all about measurements for the interest on a loan or a line of credit. All right. Let's look at this just as a scenario. 0 Celsius and 32 Fahrenheit. What is that? That equals freezing, right? Two different measurements, but equal the same, right? So let's say this is 5 Celsius. Is that freezing? No, but it's still smaller number wise than 32. So it's just a different form of measurement. So keep that in mind and use that as the same concept when it comes to interest for your loans. And I don't care what kind of loan you have. Any loan and all loans, they use an amortized loan where they front load the interest for the whole length of the loan. Okay, let's get on into this. For the loan goes, we're looking at $80,000. All right, 6.5 is the interest on a 12-year loan. Okay, I'll draw it out to 5 months because I stopped over there with 5 months. Okay, but as you can see, with a loan for the interest goal, as you can see, it's high. Okay, the interest start high and then it go down for the interest goal. What I mean by that is 433 now and 33 cents and 386.20 going towards the principal to pay off that. As you pay down toward the 12 years, you see it's 425, right? Going toward the interest. So that go down. More interest going toward, more principal going toward to pay off the loan. Okay. Now, for the principal goal, it start low. And then it get high as you get down 12 going toward the payoff period. As you can see here, the first month it was 386.20, and the fifth month is 376.25 going towards the principal. As you can see, it's a totally different, and that's the way they equal it up. They want their interest front loaded in the beginning. Okay. Now, if you understand that, and that's for the whole length of the loan, because the payment don't change. Okay. Only thing change as you start paying down the principal, the interest and the principal change. But at the start, that's where it all start off, where you can get understanding. They front load the interest with the principal. Okay. So let's look at this. In order to do a line of credit, you got to know your income and expenses and stuff like that. So with this right here, this is what they teach, and they definitely promote lower interest rates, and a lower payment. And that mostly get us all the time. So let's look at this. And then within the 5 months, you would have been now paid it down to $78,138.93. Okay. Now let's say we got a personal line of credit. There's a difference between a personal line of credit and a credit card. They both lines of credit, but you can only put so much on a credit card. But a personal line of credit or HELOC is a personal line of credit. You can put your whole income in there. So let's look at this. You got to have an income. Let's say we're going to use the same 80,000. Okay. Let's say the same payment is $854 on a monthly payment. Okay. Now, let's say he's making $8,500. His income, his expenses is $58.34. Okay. So his cash flow is $26.60. Okay. So now with this right here, once you put your whole income in there, which is this, it does what? Understand we doing a different kind of measurement for his interest goal, right? That's what I'm trying to get across to you here. Once you put your whole income in here, what did that do? That satisfy the payment for that month. Vital. to understand that. Okay. And with that being said, you got expenses got to come out of this because you putting your whole paycheck in there, right? So let's look at this and let's start going down. For the interest goes over here is 12%, and I took the interest off the whole $80,000. And another difference is they use an average daily balance because every time you make a payment, every time your interest, your what they call it, expenses come out, the balance slowly go up. So the balance always fluctuating. So that's how they get an average daily balance for the interest goal. That's what we're talking about. And that's the difference between a line of credit and just a loan. Okay? Because the interest rate on a loan stays steady. Only thing changes is the principal and the interest, how much they charge. Right? So let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. Okay? Income come in and you got your expenses. All right. So with the expenses goes, the 838 you don't have to pay. So what that means? That you subtract that from the 5834. Understand that, all right? So that make the expenses now 5032, as you can see right here. All right. Now, since the cash flow was 2660, you got to add that 801 into that. So this right here go towards paying off the line of credit also. So that made his cash flow go up to help pay off the loan. So with that being said, getting that understanding now, you got the interest rate. Once you add that back in there, it go back up to $77,000 and $321. So we're just gonna repeat the process for the 5 years. Okay, 5 months. Now, income come out of that. They go down to 68,821. You got to add your expenses on that, and this just an average daily interest rate, all right? Because they use the average daily balance. I'm just taking it off the next high, all right? So you can understand it's really all about the interest rate and how fast you can get that paid down on a higher interest rate, okay? Interest rate coming off that on the average daily balance, okay? Then it go back up to 74,615. Subtract the income, it go down to 66,115. Add the expenses in there, plus the $735 off the average daily balance for the interest goes. Okay, and you see that that's $735 a month. While you were paying over here interest rate, it would fluctuate, but it was higher than your monthly, than your payment on the interest that were going toward. They would get more interest than going towards the principal. Okay, let's do this a couple more times. After you add your expenses, it go back up to 71,882. Subtract the expenses in there and take it down to 63,382. Okay, add your expenses in now plus the interest rate that come off this right here. Okay, come out to 69,122. Right. Income go in that, they take it down to 622. Then your expenses go in that, and then the interest off that right there, take it down to $66,335. 5 months. Okay. Now, I've done that to say you done this, just paying your bills like you've been taught. And like I always say, what you've been taught is not always meant for you. You pay this to continue paying it. After 5 months, you're going to pay $78,138.93. If you do this right here, 5 months, you're going to be paying $66,335 on the average. So I want you to understand this. It's just doing something different, different kind of measurements, like I said, to get the same results or better results. It's just a different form of getting where you want to go. We know we got to pay interest because we borrowing money. All right. Even though the interest rate is high over here, you got opportunity to do a different kind of measurement to get a better result than doing what they teach. And this is better for them, and this is better for you. So let's start putting our money to work for us instead of sending it in the bank and let them make more of the money. You can start doing a lot with what? What is this? At least $1,000, $10,000 difference in 5 months. What can you do? You can turn around and buy something that you like to do, and that's what this channel is all about. Teaching you how to do what? Keep more of your income, insure you, protect you, and help you multiply your wealth. If I just gave you some value, if this makes sense to you, give it a thumbs up, follow me, because I'm coming here giving you some vital information. It's all about the system. It's all about the community. We here for you. And like I said, thanks again for checking in. Until next time, let's do it.